Thursday. This is the most craziest thing I've ever done, figuring out how to do all this. Okay, now hold on to your drawers and let's get everything going. I can't believe we're live. Can you believe we're live? I can't believe we're live. Okay, so what this crazy coconut woman's going to do is, let's see if we can do it. Ah, hey, when I move, that's weird. Okay, I'm going to do two very quick, very easy snacks. Hey, Candace! I'm so excited! Can you believe it? I did it! Ah! Okay, anyway, so like I said, I'm gonna do two snacks. Very easy. With the holidays coming up, and you have a house full of youngins, like some people I know. We are going to make cornflake candy first. And it's very simple. Don't got to turn the oven on. Ain't got to have no stove. Well, you do got to have the stove, but you don't have to have the oven. So there's no bacon included. Okay, so let me pull y'all down here where I can get y'all to see. Everybody needs to see. And so see, this is all a work in progress, so we're going to get this done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we have our cornflakes, wherever that is. Okay, and you will take cornflakes, and you will have those there, and you want to, you will need 1 cup of sugar and 1 cup of light corn syrup. You can use Karo, but Kroger brand works just as fine and is a whole lot cheaper. Okay, so hang on, come on. So, what we're going to do is we are going to, we're on a medium-high heat. We are going to put our 1 cup of sugar and our 1 cup of white Karo syrup in here. And I always would rather use a spatula because it gets all that out a lot easier because, you know, it's already sticky, and this gets it out so much easier. Okay, you have your 1 cup of sugar and your 1 cup of corn syrup, and you're going to stir this until it's dissolved, and I'll show y'all what that looks like in a minute. And I'm glad that, well, only Candace is here with me. My other children are traders. So, but anyway, and all my other friends that just had to have me on here. We're going to do this, and because Amanda Jane says that we don't need all this extra food and stuff and all this extra temptation in the house. Guess what, Candace? 90s babies is going to get it. So, anyway. So, it doesn't take a whole long time to get this dissolved. Does that sound right? A whole long time? So, while that is dissolving, I'm going to tell you something else that I'm going to do. We are going to make we're going to make hot buttered. They are mini donuts, hot buttered Cheerios. That's right. They're in Cheerios, and they're cooked and done like a mini donut. And they'll be a perfect grab-and-go snack. I think they'd be perfect for on a movie night. It might even be good if you mixed it with popcorn and nuts or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. Candace, you better find your sister-in-law and tell them to get on him. So, let's see. Let me tell you all the ingredients for the cornflake candy. It is 1 cup of sugar, and 1 cup of corn syrup, 1 cup of peanut butter, and the recipe calls for 6 cups of cornflakes, okay? But if you want to, hey, Miss Alabama, hot dog, you found me. Look, and I'm on live. Okay. So see, now that I'm not Facebook, y'all got to get on there and share so that everybody will be here next week. Because, I mean, I'm going to say this now, but I'll say it a few more times during tonight's show. When I get 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a drawing for a very nice prize. It is not something you eat, and it is not something you wear. It can be an attention getter. And that's all I'm going to leave it at. So, remember, 100 subscribers, and I'll do a drawing for all my fans. And so, you'll get a really nice prize. I'm not talking about a candle or measuring spoons. Which measuring spoons Candace could do with. So, she got 5 youngins. They disappear a lot. Not the youngins, the measuring spoons. So anyway, okay. Back to what I was saying. Candace, you're so crazy. Okay, so what I was saying is the original recipe calls for 6 cups of cornflakes. Ooh, look here, y'all, we got it. We got it dissolved. I'm still having to figure out how we can move around where we can see it. This is a lot different than my phone. But see, it's dissolved. But the recipe calls for, okay, then you turn this off. Turn it off, and you mix your cup of peanut butter in here. And see, peanut butter is so hard to get out of a container. So I have a secret. This is a self-taught secret that I learned a while back when I was making all this cornflake candy to sell. You coat the inside of your measuring cup with butter, and then you put your peanut butter over in there, and then it just comes right out. See? Ta-da! Eureka! Okay, so then we will stir this. And you will stir this until it dissolves, till the peanut butter dissolves in here. And, you know, when I was a youngin', well, you know, most everybody, I don't know about our northerner friends, our Yankee friends, but down in the South, in the cafeteria, we'd have Rice Krispie treats sometimes, but you'd have the peanut butter Rice Krispie treats. So this is it's on the same, it has the same idea, okay? But this is cornflakes, and that's Rice Krispies, or Rice Puffs. It depends on what brand you're using. So, anyway, we're melting this here, getting it all mixed in good. And as you can see, can y'all see that? Nope, you can't see that. See? Okay. So now that you see that, in the recipe, it tells you, what I was saying is, it says it calls for 6 cups of cornflakes. But if you want a chewier cornflake candy, then you don't put but about 4 cups. If you want the crunchy cornflake candy, then you do the 6 cups. And I always prefer the crunchy. So I have the 6 I have the 6 cups of cornflakes. All right, so, and it tells you to, I always do things but backwards. It tells you to put 1 cup at a time over in your peanut butter stuff, but I don't. I have found that it's a whole lot more simpler for me just to put all this scrumptious goodness in this bowl with these cornflakes. And then just mix it all together in the bowl. And see, this is a simple recipe. So simple. Okay, so I have added my peanut butter to my cornflakes, and I'm going to stir it in really good. So, and when I would make this and sell it a few years ago, I would always have to make an extra batch because we babysat Bree, our granddaughter, a lot. And so her and Papa demanded, they didn't ask or request, they demanded that they get their own extra batch. So I would have to make a double batch. And I almost started to make a double batch tonight. And Amanda said, well, that's fine, as long as you're taking it to your youngins. But I decided, since I'm taking 2 different things to my grandyoungins, I didn't make 1 batch. Okay, now, as you can see, let me see. As you can see, it is mixed up in there and incorporated in there. All right, so you can do this 2 ways. You can spread it out on a cookie sheet or in a pan, like a pie pan, a baking dish, 9 by 13 or something like that. But you also can just make little drops or little clusters. So hang on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my cookie sheet with wax paper and I'm just going to drop little clumps. I think that'll be good, because if I cut it into squares, I'm going to eat big old squares. It's going to look like I'm eating a lot. So, and you can make these any size that you want to make them. But I'm trying to move along here so that we can get the other recipe going. But if I don't go ahead and drop these now, well, baby, I'm sorry. Remember what I told you. I may love my grandbabies a little bit more than my children. But maybe not, maybe. I do. But you get one. You live with them, you'll get one. But, and look, these things, you can make a ton of them, and they just are the perfect thing. Like I said, you got a house full of folks coming, and you want to fix something that's a little quick snack to tide somebody over or something, or you got all them children, like when you have a little get-together at feast for all those little children. Fill them up, sugar them up with, but you can tell their mamas, hey, it's healthy. It's got peanut butter in it. And it's got cornflakes. Well, okay, maybe the cornflakes ain't so bad, but the peanut butter is. And I know the sugar's just a little bitty thing. It's just a little minor thing. But the peanut butter, it's got peanut butter in it. So, we'll go with the peanut butter. And I have done this. I have made these and added peanuts to them. They're really good with peanuts if you're a nut person. But now, like Katie, she doesn't like nuts. So if I was making this and she was going to be here to eat some of it, I would not make nuts. But since she's my child and she ain't even watching her mama live, I wouldn't make her nothing this week. So you just hear that, Lindsay Kathleen, when you do watch this recorded, you little traitor. Think about all those times when I changed your diaper and cooked for you and fed you, fixed your bobos, and you won't even watch your mama live on YouTube. That's all right, though. My favorite son-in-law ain't on him. No. Candace, you just now? Yeah. Well, I told Cole a long time ago, if it was possible, I'd have skipped having youngins and just had grandbabies. But he said, that ain't, I said if it was possible. So, and when I say that I love my grandchildren more than my kids, Katie is quick to say, we do not need you to tell us that. We already know this. So, anyway. And I'm going to, I don't think that Levi can eat any of the cornflake candy, but I'm going to see if he can eat the little mini donuts, the little Cheerios. Maybe he can. I hope he can. So, anyway, we got all this goodness. And my kids, and when I say my kids, I mean in my in-laws too, my daughter. Yes, Candace, I see you watching, baby. And you also know that you live with those 5 grandchildren that's getting this candy. So now, anyway, my family knows that when Papa Cecil was alive, the man loved some sweets. And I would on occasion have to just get up. It'd be 10, 11 o'clock at night. He'd all of a sudden decide he'd have a sweet tooth. And I had to make him something. And cornflake candy was one of the things that I would make him. And I haven't made any since he's passed away. So this is fun to get to do. And this is really something that you could easily do with your children, your grandchildren, your next door neighbor's children, if you like them. And if you don't like the next door neighbors, but you love their children, then you can do it with them and send them home with all the sugar. That's not real nice of me, is it? Oh, well. So, anyway, all right, we got 2 more of these that we're going to scoop out here, and I'm going to show you what they look like on the pan, and then we're going to start on our next recipe. And see, it didn't even take not even 20 minutes, and you've got all this done. Can y'all see? Let me see. Let me turn y'all real slow because it seems to be doing all funny when I do that. See? Isn't that pretty? So then you will just put it in the refrigerator or set it to the side. Hey, Maggie! You found me. Yeah, Mama ain't on here. But anyway, that's all right. So, I want y'all to see, this is cornflake candy. And it is made. And now we are fixing to make the mini donuts hot butter Cheerios. I know it. Isn't that funny that you can make Cheerios out of something besides cereal? Okay, so now let me go over the recipe for the cornflake candy with you one more time. All right, Maggie, since you're on here, I'll just go ahead and say it again. When I get 100 subscribers, y'all all have to make sure that you tell everybody when you share, they've got to subscribe to the channel. But when I get 100 subscribers, I'm going to put everybody in the drawing, and I am going to draw for a very nice prize. It is not something that you wear, and it's not something that you eat, and it can be used to get your attention. And I'll leave it at that. So, when we get 100 subscribers, that's when we're going to do the bullhorn. No, Maggie, not a bullhorn. Okay, so let me go back over the recipe for the cornflake candy, and I will put it in the comments in the chat or either in the description one. It's 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of corn syrup, and that's the light corn syrup, not dark. Light corn syrup, 1 cup of peanut butter, and the recipe calls for 6 cups of cornflakes. But like I had said, you depending on if you want it chewy or crunchy as to how much you put in there. If you want it chewy, then you only use 4 cups. If you want it crunchy, then you use the entire 6 cups. Okay, and you can, like I said, you can spread it out, or you can just make it in clusters like I did. Okay, so it's in a large saucepan, you cook the 1 cup of corn syrup and the sugar until it's dissolved on medium heat, and then you add the 1 cup of peanut butter, and you stir it until it's smooth. You already turn the eye off, okay? And then it says you gradually add in the cornflakes, but like I had said, I don't put the cornflakes over in that boiler. I pour the peanut butter over into the bowl where the cornflakes are, because I can mix it better, and I can get it around and they're good. And it says 1 cup at a time while you're mixing it. And remove it from the heat, and then spoon the mixture onto wax paper or tin foil. If you ain't got no wax paper and you got some tin foil, use some tin foil. There's your cornflake candy. Okay. Easy. Not even 20 minutes worth of work. Okay. Now, we're going to our mini donuts hot butter Cheerios. And we do have to turn the eye on for this. So, I'm going to smooth y'all around here. Okay. All right. Now, it tells us, and I'm making a double batch. And I know you can't see me now because I'm showing you the skillet. Okay, but I'm making a double batch because, well, I had the Cheerios. Okay, so it calls for 1/4 cup of butter, but since I'm doing, which is a half a stick. Okay, so since I'm doing the, and since I'm doing a double batch, I'm going to make. You'll use that. Okay. So, all right, we're melting the butter. You put the butter in here, and you're supposed to do it on low heat. And you'll melt the butter. And once the butter gets melted, you will add, it calls for a half a teaspoon. Like I said, we're doubling it, so I'm going to just start telling you the recipes from doubling. I'm not going to tell you anything other than that. Okay. Let my butter melt a little bit. See, y'all hear Levi, he is supervising me. Oh! My precious little pomegranate, I love you. I love you. You don't even got to comment. Just to know you watching me. My bestest friend in the whole wide world. I love you. I wish you was here. I'd cook with you. Okay. Anyway, now, let's get back to the skillet. Had that moment. Thank you, Megan, for telling me. Okay, so, like I said, we're melting the butter. you will add 1 teaspoon. Nope. We'll add a half a teaspoon. I'm gonna load that up with vanilla. Okay, here's a half. And whoever's texting me, I can't talk to you right now. I love you, but I can't talk to you right now. If it's important, then keep on texting me. Okay, so now we're melting the butter on low. And you've got your 1 stick of butter, which is a half a cup. And then while it's still melting and you got some of it melted, you add in your half a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay? And you stir it. And when this is all mixed together and you got all the butter melted, then you will add your Cheerios. Now, in the original recipe, she used the cinnamon Cheerios. But she said you could use any flavor you wanted to. She just really liked the cinnamon Cheerios. But I already had the honey Cheerios, and Brian been fussing because I ain't ate them. So, I just used the honey ones, and I didn't feel we needed cinnamon anyway because we were putting cinnamon on it. Okay, so now it's melted. Okay, now we will put the cereal into the skillet, and that is 8 cups of Cheerios. And you will cook these Cheerios, cook them and stir them for 5 minutes. So let's set the timer for 5 minutes. And like I said, I really think that this would be great with popcorn and peanuts. You know, mixed together, plop down in front of a TV. And you watch a really good movie. You know, I can make this really, really bad. You know, you could do these little mini donut Cheerios, popcorn, peanuts, chocolate chip, the mini chocolate chips. Ooh, yeah, baby, that would be so good. Don't y'all think that would be so good? I think that would be so good. Hey, now you can go ahead and eat. So, anyway, how much more time we got? All right, we're still good to go for another 3.5 minutes. I mean, it says cook it on low. I'm trying not to be impatient. But, you know, they do say patience is a virtue. So, anyway. I don't know what the weather's been like for y'all, everybody out there, but I know that my southern families, they've suffered a lot of good wind and rain and from how you say her name? Zeta, whatever it is, hurricane. And I know that a lot of our family is without power. A lot of our family in New Orleans, on the coast. We haven't gotten anything major from it because we're here in where we're at, and it has been raining all day, on and off, a misting, a drizzling, nothing really, really heavy yet. And we got some rain yesterday. So, and we haven't gotten higher than 57 degrees. So, you know, we're so sorry. But Oh, Megan said they lost power for a while. From this Zeta, Zebra, whatever she is. I don't know. Okay, let me stir this. Oh, well then I guess then our rainstorm here where we're at is from Zebra. Okay, so let me stir this because it says to cook it and stir it. Which I guess if it's on the eye and the eye is on, you is cooking it. Y'all didn't see that. She didn't get to keep it anyway. She got to try it again. Here you go. Amanda Jane is my taste tester. See, she ain't got nothing but the butter and the vanilla. She ain't even got it with the sugar and the cinnamon yet. Oh, it's sweet with just the vanilla. Well, it's honey Cheerios. She says it's already sweet, so we shall see. And see, here is another thing that you could do with your children or grandchildren or your neighbor's children. But I think that this would be really good for, like, you know, a youth sleepover. And they could do it, you know, throw everything together because it's not taking any time to do it. We got like 30 seconds and this will be fried or whatever it is. And then we'll dump it over into the bowl. And I just think that this is, how neat is this? You can turn a cold cereal into a hot cereal and do a ton of things with it. There that is now. So yes, Candace, my dear. Ooh, timer. I am bringing sugar. I'm bringing happiness to my babies. Okay. So, all right. Now, we are just going to turn this off. And let me see if I can show y'all what it looks like. It just looks like some shiny, wet Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, did I supposed to say that? Yeah, well, they are Honey Nut Cheerios. They are the Cheerio brand. But, I mean, you know, you could use a store brand. I mean, it does not matter what you use, what brand you use. And, you know, they have several different kinds of Cheerios or oat holes or whatever you call them, oat roos or whatever brand it is. But I'm thinking if I do this again, which I'm pretty sure I will, I'm thinking that when I do this again, I will probably, depending on how sweet this is when we get everything mixed together, I will probably go with the plain Cheerios, not no honey, not no cinnamon Cheerios, not any sweet kind of Cheerios, you know? So that would cut down on the sweet taste. Okay, so we have our Cheerios in a bowl, and I'm going to tilt y'all so that y'all can see. See, we got our bowl here. Okay, so now we're putting in a half a cup of sugar. You sprinkle it with sugar. And then we are going to put a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Okay, and it says to toss. I love the smell of cinnamon. I don't know about y'all, but I love the smell of cinnamon, which I love the taste of it too. And you know, in Amanda Jane's enchilada sauce, the cinnamon is a secret. Yeah, well, they don't. If they don't watch it, then they don't know what the recipe is. So, see, I didn't reveal the secret for the remoulade sauce. Okay, y'all. All right. All right, come here, Miss Taste Tester. Okay, Miss Taste Tester, fish and taste it completed. Ooh, she said thumbs up. All right, y'all. Here it is. Y'all be good. See y'all next week. Oh, next week, chicken cornbread dressing. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. So I'm going to make a little pan for us here. And I'm going to share my recipe for cornbread dressing. Yep, I am. Oh, so let me give y'all before I leave. Let me give you the recipe for the mini donut hot butter Cheerios. It is for a single batch. I'm going to give you the single batch recipe. A 1/4 cup of butter, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla, 4 cups of Cheerios or cinnamon Cheerios, a 1/4 cup of white sugar, and a teaspoon of cinnamon. And in a large skillet, you melt your butter over low heat and you stir in your vanilla, and then you add your cereal and you cook and stir for 5 minutes, and you transfer the cereal to a large bowl, which we did. Add the sugar and the cinnamon to the cereal in the bowl and toss it around to coat it really good. And there it is. Voila. 2 very easy, very quick, simple, kid-friendly recipes. Even the in-laws might like it. Or outlaws. It depends on whose yours are. So, anyway, we're working on this. This is a work in progress. This is our first live on YouTube. Ain't nothing like Facebook. But, y'all, get on there. Ah! My precious little pomegranate. She can comment. Ah! Okay. Maybe I got a little bit carried away, but anyway. We're going to work on this, and we're going to get it all done. And y'all remember, 1, make sure you go and subscribe to my channel, because that's how it works. You got to subscribe. And when I get 100 subscribers, I am going to do a drawing for a really nice gift. Like I said before, not something you wear, not something you eat, and could be an attention getter. So, I love y'all, the ones that watch me. I love y'all. Peace, love, cornbread. Later.